Welcome back after a long break to Tailgate Sports Media, the premier podcast for sports, mainly football, and the most important part of the sports experience, the tailgate. I'm Devin, my good friend Raymond.
Okay.
Thank you for being here. Great to be back. Peyton could not be here and probably can't be here for a while. He's very, very busy. He's got work stuff going on. So it's just going to be me and my boy Raymond and maybe some other freaks I can dig out of the gutter. Not that Raymond comes from a gutter, but
Well,
I'm not confirming it. Um, yeah, we took our little break. It went about as long as we wanted it to go. I actually meant to record last week, but with just so much stuff going on in the real world. So first things first, let's get into it. How you been the last couple months, Ray?
can't complain.
Can't complain.
I mean, no football,
Um,
the main
I mean,
main
yeah,
sport. Uh,
I mean,
let me ask you this. Football's gone. What sport are you about to get into?
well, and as you'll see later in the podcast, the UFL is coming back tomorrow. We're filming this on Thursday. UFL first game starts tomorrow. But if the UFL wasn't my buying my time, I would probably be a college baseball guy.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because I can get into college baseball. It's fun to track. They have one of the most fun postseason tournaments that there is.
Yep.
Um,
Birds up.
and then I'm thinking I would like to, and during that time, I'm so excited about baseball. I'm trying to go to a bunch of minor league games, the missions for us,
I'm with it.
um, which we have talked about, and we will be doing a tailgate here
Yes,
at this point. And I'm putting it on the table. It's happening. We're not,
it's
we're
happening.
not going to fuck this one up. Peyton's not here to fuck it up, right? I didn't want to tell you guys this before when the other ones
Yeah,
we didn't get to record. Peyton kept fucking those up, all
yeah,
right?
yeah. Huddling
He's
close,
not here to
huddling
fuck it up.
close. It was all Peyton's fault.
Hey guys, listen.
Yeah.
Peyton's a fucking bomb. All right. Okay. When we need him to come through, he ain't showing up.
No.
All right.
Show up for Uncle Sam. Won't show up for us.
Damn. Shows up for Uncle Sam, but not for us. Crazy. Don't even know who Sam is. Um.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, let's get into it. We got some things to recap. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened, but we'll hit some highlights. Um. First being with, let me pull up my list here. Kyler Murray.
So,
Kyler Murray was a big one that I thought of. Kyler Murray, no longer with the Cardinals, signs with the Minnesota Vikings. Um, Kevin O'Donnell's the head coach there. First of all, I think Kyler Murray is a good quarterback. I think he's a victim of one of those things where good quarterbacks go to bad systems
hmm,
or bad teams that can't produce around him or develop. And I think that hurts. But I think Kyler Murray is a good quarterback, and Kevin O'Donnell is kind of like the quarterback whisperer. Um, he works with what he got, and he makes good quarterbacks out of them where they look really good when they're with him. Sam Darnold being a great case of that. I think Kyler Murray going there is great for him. I think he has a maybe not an MVP here, but I think he proves I think he can prove this year, hey, I am a good quarterback. I'm an NFL starter for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I think he just needs a reset. I think there's like a tier just under starting quarterback where they need like almost like the Patrick Mahomes treatment where they need to sit behind a quarterback for a couple years and develop that last little bit, but they don't get that. They just get thrust right into the starting spot and they fumble.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, that happens. I think that's the biggest problem with the NFL now. And some people blame college. They're not actually developing these quarterbacks. They're just, throwing them into a system they work in, and they're continuing to play their high school ball at a higher level. They don't actually develop. Um, some say the NFL is just expecting too much out of these guys just to immediately
Yeah.
come in and start. Um, Great point coming up this year. Fernando Mendoza, he's going to be that starter for the Raiders more than likely. I don't see
Yeah.
them passing him up for another quarterback. Um, I've heard people say Simpson from Alabama, they might go for him, but I think you want to take Mendoza. The Mendoza's such a team guy. He might get a couple tattoos while he's out there, but I think he's still going to be the same guy he is in Las Vegas. Um, but yeah, these quarterback development is just so sabotaged so many times. Uh, Baker Mayfield went to the Browns,
Yeah.
played great, looked great. They made the boneheaded NFL decision of the fucking century, moved on from him, and then he went to Carolina, he went to the Rams, and he didn't look like Baker Mayfield again until he got to Tampa. Well, I would say his first game with the Rams, he looked like Baker Mayfield for sure. That was a Baker Mayfield moment when
Yeah.
he had been with the team for 36 hours and led them to a fourth quarter comeback, which is crazy. But yeah, Baker Mayfield is great. Great point of that. Sam Darnold
Yep.
to
I
Jets,
think I think
Carolina.
he's a champion of that right now.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, a lot of the time it's just these teams don't work with these quarterbacks in a way that they can develop, and they just kind of stunts them out entirely. Um, Anything else on Kyler Murray?
Best of luck. I mean, this is the chance for him.
I mean, he was an OU guy, so I do want him to do well. One of my coworkers is a
I
Vikings
mean,
fan, so I don't want him to do too well. Too well.
wasn't he a transfer OU guy though?
He was a transfer guy, but we claim him because he won a Heisman with us.
Oh,
So
okay. All right.
yeah, yeah. If you play your best ball with us, we claim you. Um, the only person I'm kind of iffy on that is Jalen Hurts, even though he did
Mhm.
play really good ball with us. But now he's an Eagles, so I could care less if he's an OU guy.
Yeah.
Uh, Kyler Murray. Probably the biggest NFL news, I think, besides all the coach firings and stuff that we had kind of gotten to before we took our break. The Max Crosby trade was
I mean,
insane.
Max Crosby trade question mark
Yeah,
or
exactly.
asterisk. He got Amazon
Trade.
returned.
This is not the product I ordered. I do expect a full refund. Yeah.
Slightly damaged.
So you take Max Crosby, easily top five, top three guy in his
Yeah.
position. Absolute monster. Going to the Ravens, who need the defensive help. Weird to say that the Ravens need help on defense, but they do need it. They were ranked 22nd, 20th in a lot of categories this year.
They need help in a
Um,
lot of places.
they need help in a lot of places, for sure, especially with the new coach coming in. So it was a first round this year and a first round next year, and then his big ass contract coming in. And hey, he's going to the Raiders. And then a couple days later, he's not going to the Raiders. We didn't like his physical. Well, he had surgery. He had surgery in December or January. And it's a 3 to 4 month recovery time. So obviously, he's still within that recovery time. And they're like, no, we don't like it. Um, so he's back with the Raiders, and then the Raiders sign. It's oh God, I don't want to. I want to say a name, but I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, Trey Hendrickson. Yeah, I was right. Uh, who they signed to a big deal, but without the draft picks. So,
You mean the Ravens son?
sorry, yeah, the Ravens.
Yeah.
The Ravens ended up signing Trey Hendrickson, so they get that defensive end that they want. Uh, so it begs the question: was was it a situation where you truly did not like the knee? You're like, hey, this isn't healing the way it needs to be. He's not going to become back the same, at least for a year or so. And this is the kind of deal where you need someone that's immediately making an impact. Or was it a, hey, we can still get another defensive end who's really good and save those draft picks? Personally, I lean towards the latter. I don't think you would even talk to the guy if you knew he was recovering from surgery and that was a no-go for you. Unless you just expected him to be way ahead schedule. I think the Ravens were like, how about this? Instead of getting one player on a huge contract that's going to take up a bunch of salary cap and losing two first round picks, we get another guy who's going to take a big up salary cap, but then we get two first rounders over the next couple of years to continue to help us develop. One of those, a lot of picks does a lot of good situations. That's where I'm leaning with it. I'm curious to what you think.
I'm thinking the answer is somewhere in the middle. I think, it's probably like, you get high on the idea of like we can get a guy like Max Crosby. Let's put the package together, let's send the deal, let's get him in here, get a physical, and then somewhere in the middle, somewhere in transit, Amazon style, you start sitting back and you're like, well, he did just have surgery. This physical is not looking, the best because he had surgery. No fault to him. It's obvious. Obviously he had surgery. He's recovering. And then you look
Mhm.
over and you're like, well, we have Max Crosby at home, basically. We could sign we could sign somebody for less money and keep the picks. And so you just kind of pin it on the physical and get out of the whole thing. But it's probably just like Max Crosby's on the market. Let's shove everything at it. And then you sit back, you're like, yeah, wait a minute. And then you back at it, and then you try to figure out how to get out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that about feels right. It's just I can't recall another time where a situation like this has happened where I mean I've seen hey blah 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 it's not going to happen because of a physical, but for a player this high up, I don't think I've ever seen it
Yeah.
necessarily. A player this high up, still in the prime of their career. No, but yeah, no, that's crazy. I mean, and it is a good question to ponder when it comes to coaching and player potential. I'll break it down NCAA 26 the way I would look at it because I don't have to pay a salary cap, but I got to spend a lot of points in recruiting, right?
Yep.
And my defense, I go all out on my defense because
Send in the house
that's where I
every
need my
time.
best player. I can scheme my offense into something good. I need good defensive players all over the place. If the same amount of effort, I can get one 5 star, or I can get three 4 stars. I'm going to take the three 4 stars,
Yep.
and I'm going to either immediately just have a great line or box or upgrade every position where I need it. So I think I kind of feel like it's something like that, where it was like, hey, we we're going to value a guy that maybe isn't as good. I don't think he's personally as good. I think he's very good. I don't think he's as good as Max Crosby. Maybe a guy that's not as good, but is still very good. He's an upgrade for us, and then we get two more draft picks to follow up on it.
Not to mention they need that cap space because they still need receivers, they still need secondary.
That's a great point.
So it's like, are
That's a
you
good
going to tie up all this money in one person who's going to flip your team? But it's a lot of money into one person, or like you said, same thing.
yeah.
Let's take a cheaper option and split that amongst the rest of our offense and defense.
And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because it made me think. And you think about it. Um, if you have to upgrade those other positions, and then I went to check my notes real quick, and I forgot what my point was, and it's gone. It's gone. Um,
RIP.
but no, you got to upgrade all those other positions, and it's back to me because I went back and I thought about it.
Right.
Max Crosby's been on the Raiders forever, and they've never really done anything, even though everyone acknowledges he's a great player. They
Mhm.
haven't done anything because the offense has sucked, you know? So defense wins championships, but defense wins championships when there's a serviceable offense on the other side. So if you take all this money and all these picks and you don't like help the other side that needs help as well, you end up in that same boat. You just are paying a lot more money to one guy.
It's almost like another defensive end we've seen on a crappy team who won it out and couldn't get out. So are we going to look at a record-setting season next year for Max Crosby?
Yes.
All right, there it is. I'm
He's
going
going
to
to
go
get
ahead.
because
I'm going to write that down in my list of bets for next season.
Max
Devin bets for next
Crosby
season.
has an all-time season next year. Write it down, put it in,
Let's
slam the over.
I'm gonna put record season, and then I'll bet however that goes. All right.
So moving on, that's all I have for NFL. Anything else you can think of? I think those were my biggest stories from the offseason.
I don't think it's going to get fun again till after the draft.
Right, which it's soon. We got that going on
Yeah.
soon. I would like to do that
Okay.
one live. I think that'd be fun to do live at a
That would
tailgate.
be interesting.
You know what? I did think of something else, and we can
Oh,
touch it real quick.
what do you got?
The old CS, the old CTE maker, Cam Scatavo,
Ah,
says asthma and CTE aren't real.
hmm. That sounds like a very Cam Scatterby take, though.
It sounds like a CTE take, honestly. Like, hey man, you got it. Like it's not affecting you yet, but in about 10, 15 years, you're gonna. He's like, it ain't real.
I wouldn't put it past Cam Scatterby to have both asthma and CTE at this point. He's just
Like
saying it because
gas after every fucking play.
he's saying it because he needs to believe it.
He's got to believe in himself. Oh fuck. Yep. All right. Well, that's all I wanted to say about that. He's such a likable guy, and then you say shit like that, and you're like, damn it,
Doesn't make
really?
him doesn't make him any less likable.
Real jazz.
Well,
Well, tell her I said hi.
all right.
Anyways, that's the gayest thing I'll ever do on this podcast.
Yeah, that's getting cut.
That was flamboyant.
Hey, do me a favor when you cut that, just send me the GIF.
Hey, you know what? I don't need to see that in our group chat. Let me see that in our group chat. This we've gotten enough memes out of these podcast recordings.
I've had there's enough gifts of me. I need one. I need one from somebody else.
Um, oh, excuse me. Anyways, moving on. NCAA eligibility is a big thing I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Um, this will be brought up in a series that me and Peyton were going to work on over the
Okay.
off season on how we were going to fix college football, how we think we
Oh,
could improve, fix, and bring back all of that great passion and kind of get rid of all the off season BS that happens. I've said fuck 4 times and I just censored bullshit. But
no.
sometimes it's what you do. Um,
Trying to stay monetized.
it's crazy to me uh, how eligibility is ruled on. It's crazy. Um, I mean, it's a homer take for sure because I am an OU fan. Uh, but Taylor, no, that's not him. Hold on, let me find him. Let me find him. It's Owen Henneke or Hineki. I'm not sure.
Heineke?
I apologize, Owen. It's not actually that rare of a name, so I apologize to all of y'all. He is currently suing the NCAA for another year of eligibility. Originally, the NCAA said he could not play another year, and that's because he played lacrosse at Ohio State for 3 games.
Hmm.
So he played lacrosse at Ohio State for 3 games when he was a freshman before he ever transferred, obviously. And they're like, nope, that counts. You can't come back. And I get that like they have to like they're trying to like crack down on this, but it felt like such a poor excuse.
What
Like this is
years?
a guy that you could easily give another year to. Um,
I mean, what year?
Trinidad, say what?
What year is he suing for? Is this going to be like his sixth year
I
or
believe it would
sixth
technically
year?
be his 6th year.
Yeah, okay. Because there have been guys who've sued for like 7 and 8 years, right?
And that's my point. Is there's dudes that sued for 7, 8. There was a guy at Miami. I don't know if he's don't think he's still there because I but it happens every couple of years I hear about a guy who's playing his 9th year of college football. He's like a 31-year-old man playing college football or a 29-year-old man. It's like, dude, most NFL players are done playing football by the time they're your age.
Yeah.
So to deny somebody their 6th year over 3 games of lacrosse, I think is insane when you have so many people playing all this other stuff. And normally it's like a bunch of medical red shirts, like medical red shirt, medical red shirt. But at that point, it's like if you like, there's got to be a cap on medical red shirts. Like if your body can't keep you up playing football at a high enough level for 5 to 6 years, then you're just not going to be able to keep up. These guys never have an NFL career afterwards. There's no excuse not to be done with your college classes at this point. It's time to go.
And honestly, three games of lacrosse, that's still redshirtable, isn't it? Be I guess by football standards.
I I think it counts as a year of eligibility. Oh, I just leveled up. My bad.
What?
I think that counts as a year of eligibility, and then he would have had a football red shirt, and then he would have had the 3 years remaining. So one, two, three.
Yeah.
So that's my example. The other one that was this offseason was Trinidad Chamberlain, who sued for another year. A judge that graduated from Ole Miss was like, "No, you get to play another year of football." He's an Ole Miss alum. He donates to the program. It's like, okay, that's a bit of like a fucked scenario. I could see that because he played Division 2, won a championship there, came up to Division 1, damn near won a championship this year. Um, but the NCAA doesn't treat any of those divisions separately. So it all counts against eligibility. He sued, he's getting another year. Owen should almost definitely get another year because he's currently suing. But yeah, it's something we'll touch on whenever we get to our college football, how to fix college football series, for sure. But the eligibility enforcement is just insane sometimes with NCAA.
Yeah, there's got to be a way to enforce the spirit of the rule and not the letter.
Exactly.
And I
Exactly. And
and I think
part of the problem that is the NCAA is toothless now. They've been sued to oblivion and
yeah.
back.
But yeah, but and it
They're
work, but that works in their favor too, because if you're enforcing the spirit of the thing, when someone goes, "Oh, I deserve another year because you know I broke my toothbrush mid-season and I couldn't play anymore," it's like you kick him out of the courthouse. Get the fuck out of here instead of
yeah,
having
I
to
mean,
entertain it.
that you end up in the situation, and it's just the way that court systems work in the US is they purposely file these injunctions and these lawsuits in places where they're going to get favored. Oh, this guy graduated from the same college as this guy where he's trying to play, and he's a great player.
Mhm.
And the guy's like, well, I got season tickets that I don't want them to be wasted this year. So yeah, you got another year. So there's the best thing that could happen to college football was the NCAA got some teeth back, get some dentures, whatever, let you chew on some of that meat again, and some of that
Hey
gristle, and
yo,
fucking get through this shit.
hey yo,
You took it there.
it was there.
Um, Recently had the USA flag football exhibition between
Yeah,
some NFL pros. Um,
we
Raymond,
could
what are your
skip
thoughts?
we could skip the first two games if you'd like.
Sure.
I don't know if you're. I mean, we could summarize. I don't know if you guys are aware. U.S. flag football is good.
Hmm.
So we could skip straight to the two NFL teams playing each other. That was actually a decent game. Uh, Tom Brady and Jalen Hurts going in, and it was who were the other two?
It's a quick research on the
Yep,
fly.
yep. Quick research on the
I'm
fly.
gonna look.
I watched the whole thing and I still don't remember the other two quarterbacks. It was Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow were the other two.
Right.
Um,
Yep.
yeah, it actually surprised me in the NFL game, well, not NFL game, the game that wasn't with the U.S. flag football team, how slow Tom Brady's team was to adapt to the game.
Hmm.
Because like Jaden Daniels, I kept saying Jaden Daniels had flag football experience, and Joe Burrow picked up on it pretty quickly. And they were running two quarterback schemes. They were, running run plays, all this stuff. I guess, of course, when you have Saquon Barkley, you're going to run a run play. But they seem to pick it up a lot quicker than Tom Brady's team. They were just like, yeah, we got sacked three plays in a row. Let's still just go into the shotgun and huck it deep. And
I
then of
mean,
course, and then of course, Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts.
yeah, that's the one of the few highlights I saw. Jalen Hurts pick six. Go Birds.
Mhm. I mean, but it's also like Jalen Hurts is going to throw a touchdown if you put I think it was Jamal Crawford. No, it was ISO Speed, the streamer on uh on a go ball basically. And while he's fast, he's not a defender. So it's just like and they ran that play at least like 3 or 4 times in a row. It's like I threw it deep, he missed it a little bit. All right, we'll just go right back to it. And now it's a touchdown.
Yep. Yep. Oh, yeah. I mean, credit to Team USA. I mean, there was a lot of like last couple of years when since they've announced that flag football was coming to the Olympics. There's people like, oh, we need to send NFL players because we want to send our best. And the
Mhm.
Team USA was like, we've been doing this representing like the actual like representing the country for years now. We need to be the team that goes. And they're like, no, send the NFL players. The NFL players like, nah, send us. Flag football team showed that they got what it
Yeah.
takes and that they know what they're
Yeah.
doing.
Michael Jordan gift, and I took that personally because they put up a 40 to 50 piece on both teams back to back.
Yup. Yup. Um, it's just an insanely fast type of football.
Yeah.
And I think you kind of hit it on the head there. Uh, Tom Brady running a pro style offense can be a little slower developing, a little slower running.
Mhm.
Um, and it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Um, Tom Brady was also trying to throw deep balls because he was just seeing if anybody wanted to call him and see if he can come back. He's ready for another run.
I mean, he by all appearances, he's ready for another run.
Man, please no.
Yeah,
God, if you give me anything this year, please no more Tom Brady. Let the whole city of Boston sink into the ocean, as far as I'm concerned.
Dallas Tom Brady though.
Fuck no.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There ain't no way we need that.
What's the worst that could happen?
Um, he's really good. We get rid of Dak to make room for him, and then
Yeah.
he leaves after 2 seasons because he is actually old and he's slow, old and slow, and his arm's gonna get worn out. And then we make two great playoff runs. We never win the Super Bowl, and then he's gone, and we don't have a quarterback.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you're saying we don't make the playoffs?
we make it twice with Tom Brady,
Yeah.
and then he's out.
And then we don't make the playoffs.
And then we get a couple top five picks because we're really bad. We probably
I'm
get
I'm
one good pick for Dak.
you're not shying me away from this plan.
I'm 100% out. I don't need that.
You're
I don't.
not. What I'm hearing is we make the playoffs 2 years.
We don't
What
win the
I'm
Super Bowl. No matter how far we make it. If we don't win no Super Bowl, they the haters are going to be louder than ever
what I'm hearing from this plan is progress.
until he leaves, and then we're worse off than we ever were. Like
Tampa
Dan
got
Campbell's back.
Tampa
Like
got
Dan
old and
Days.
Tampa got old and crusty Tom Brady and got 2 championships.
They got one championship.
You're right. I'm starting to feel like I'm starting to feel like your old uncle who doesn't remember names and doesn't remember events. But I know like this whole off of the vibes thing is starting to take hold of me. It's like the it's like the Venom symbiote. It's just taking me over vibes only. I don't remember names or dates, but I remember something happened and it was positive.
Something happened about it was 10, 12 years ago, and it was that one guy with the face. Fuck man, what was his name? Anyways, he he always had a limp that made him act weird. That uncle.
I've been sitting here trying to remember Devonte Smith and Rob and Gronkowski's name for like 5 minutes. It's hey, to go back to your previous question, it's not going good over here. How was my time off? It's not going good over here. I'm falling apart.
Brady. Confirmed confirmed devastating. All right, moving on. Moving on. Um, Shout out USA flag football. They definitely need to
Yep,
be in the
yep, yep.
Olympics to represent us. And then for
Definitely getting my
possibly the
jersey.
first, say again.
Said definitely getting my jersey.
Oh, a jersey would be legit. Probably for the first time ever in Tailgate Sports Media podcast history. We're going to talk about the NBA.
Oh, hey.
NBA expansion being explored, Seattle and Las Vegas. Personally, I like it.
Return of the Sonics.
Uh, yeah, Supersonics to come back. I think Seattle's a great sports town. Seattle
Yeah.
always does great with all their sports teams. Embarrassing that Seattle beats us out in sports when we're like three times their size. But
Yep.
hey man, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But no,
It's one of those things.
Seattle, very exciting. Las Vegas, I could care less about there being more
Yeah.
teams in Las Vegas.
Yeah, no. I think Vegas is gonna be one of those. It's gonna be the town that fumbles that. I mean, they're doing okay with the teams they got, but it's like there's already been so long. Like people in Vegas have already picked their teams. No one, I mean, they unless Vegas is just this magical town that just switches allegiances because a team shows up.
I mean, I could see it.
Maybe. Vegas just strikes me as the kind of town where you go there because it's Vegas and your team is playing the Vegas team.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, like, okay, Cowboys are playing in Vegas this year, and I do want to go to Vegas. Let's just
E-
go that week.
exactly.
I fuck man. Now I'm on because I you had a thought and then you finished yours. I had a thought, you finished yours, and now it's gone.
Dang.
It's
Change
totally
this.
fucking
Change it to the tailgate unk podcast.
until Peyton comes back, it's the Unk podcast.
Yep.
I'm gonna go get my high white socks on real quick and go cut the grass.
Yep. I'm gonna
Um,
go get my bowler cap.
oh, it's gone. I was looking up the NBA expansion draft.
Oh, you're right. There could be
Um,
an expansion draft.
it's 8 players, so you can protect up to 8 players. However, has it ever been done with two teams at once?
So then, would you only be able to protect four players?
Interesting question. It's an interesting question. Let's do some research right now since I didn't do it earlier because I didn't even think about the expansion draft until we started talking about it. So from the looks of it,
You can choose to protect less than eight players.
you could choose to protect less than 8. So you protect 8 players, even if it's two teams, you protect the 8 players, and supposedly each team can only lose one player.
Mm.
So obviously you're protecting your starters, you're protecting your three big bench guys, and then you have just a bunch of other guys that are kind of
Yeah.
loose. And these teams will get established, and then I'm assuming they're gonna get competent or get their draft picks and all that, of course. Um, I wonder how that works in the first draft. Do they just automatically get 1 and 2?
What do you mean?
Because you're picking up from every team, you're picking up guy 9, right?
Hmm.
So you have a bunch of guys that for most places aren't making it either. You're not really getting any starters. You're getting a bunch of bench guys, and you're not even getting like the Manu Ginobili's off the bench. You're getting guys 3 or 4 back. Even if
Yeah.
there's 3 or 4 great guys on the team or very good guys and role players, you're
The
not getting a
Bane,
ton of like star power.
the
So when they
Bano
go into that
Udris of
first
the
like
world.
say what?
The Bano Udris of the world.
Exactly. Do you get to go and take do you automatically get like that first one, two for the next draft the next year? Or is it literally go play and you'll probably just end up in that lottery anyways?
Yeah, it's
Guaranteeing that you're going to get a young star to that new franchise.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's probably just go play because I'm thinking like incorporate how would you incorporate a new team into the lottery because they don't have a record to compete with.
Right. So, and I'm just like, because the NBA draft takes place in, when is the NBA draft?
Oh,
I don't keep track of that shit.
yep. Unks get educated on the NBA draft. Uh,
So it takes place in June, right?
okay.
So it takes place in June. If you do your expansion draft in April, no, it doesn't. No, because you're still playing basketball in June, aren't you?
No, you're done. They should be done
Oh, you're
in
done in October.
May.
No, because you start in October.
Yeah, I think they're done in like May.
I think you're crazy. Yeah, the finals don't start until like June, the first week of June. So maybe later, maybe a couple weeks later, they're doing their draft picks and all that shit.
Oh, okay.
We're thinking about this too much. It's a rule for a question to answer for next time. How does drafting work for them? Do they literally go compete and wherever they end up, that's where they end up? Or are they guaranteed one or two to get a young star to attract people to the teams?
Historically, new teams are given high picks, but not top overall suggestion or selection.
Hmm, interesting.
So you're not getting a lottery pick, but you're up there.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, that's our answer for now. All right. So continuing on with basketball, we're in the middle of March Madness.
Yes.
My bracket looks pretty damn good. Out of 16 teams left, I picked 11 of them to be there so far. I feel pretty good about that for a guy who's watched two college basketball games all year.
This might be the first year that I haven't sat down and done a bracket.
Which was surprising because you and a couple other people I knew, I was like, "Hey, how's your bracket look?" They're like, "Oh, I didn't do one this year." I'm like, "The fuck, I did one. Where were you?"
I feel like the college basketball season just passed me by this year, and I don't know why.
At the very least, I had to get in on the Kalshi $1 billion bracket. I'm trying to retire.
Eh,
I'm about to have the greatest podcast of all time if I get a million. And by
mm,
greatest of all time, I mean I'll rent out a studio and pay someone to edit these videos.
eh, that's man, that's good. That could work. But you know what I did sit down and do?
What'd you do, Raven?
I cooked up a vibes Final Four because the season passed me by, and
So it's all vibes.
yeah, it's all vibes, and it's inspired by your Super Bowl run where you called the score to perfection.
Me freaking out in Raymond's backyard
Yeah,
when I thought they were running in another touchdown to go up 36-13.
yeah.
Oh,
So vibes Final Four, and I went one step further. I called the score for the final game.
oh my God.
Now, oh snap! I just checked the bracket. I I I was gonna say my bracket could get busted in the next 15 to 20 minutes because Texas is currently playing. Texas is up.
Oh shit.
Texas is up by two with
Oh no.
7:39 left in the second.
I picked Purdue to go. I need Purdue to, I mean, I already hate Texas, but I need Purdue to
All
go.
right, so here's the vibes bracket here. So we have Arizona, Arkansas, right? I've got Arizona going.
Yep, good pick.
Texas, Purdue. I took Texas to go.
I mean, you're a Texas guy, makes sense.
Yep, Texas guy. Duke St. John. I went with Duke.
Okay.
Michigan State, UConn. I almost went Michigan State because that's where the extended family's from.
Right.
I'm going. I can't in good faith pick against UConn on this,
Yeah. Yeah. That's
especially
the elephant.
especially given how much Michigan State has let me down in the past across all collegiate sports.
I
Had
was
to
gonna
go
say
UConn.
for a five. I was gonna say for a vibes pick, you thought about that too hard, but then the vibe of always being let down makes
Yes.
sense.
Yeah. So UConn, Duke, UConn. I went UConn. Arizona, Texas. I was like, you're wild for picking Texas, but this is a vibes pick. So I got Texas going to the final. Final score:
Wait, who else is
UConn,
going to the final? Who's it? Oh,
UConn,
you got UConn going all the way.
UConn going all the way. Texas going all the way. Final score: UConn 88, Texas 82.
So you're ready for heartbreak.
I'm ready for heartbreak. Here's
That's
the interesting part of this vibes thing. I made the vibes pick. Best case scenario, I'm wrong and Texas wins it all.
or Texas loses tonight and they never even make it.
Yeah, well, there's that. But we're up by two right now against number two Purdue. So it could go down.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's look at these matchups here.
Nah, don't mess with the vibes. Don't mess with the vibes.
I can't mess with your vibes, but I can talk about my bracket. My final two for the bracket were Houston and Michigan.
Oh,
Uh, I did not respect Arizona's game when I made my bracket because I didn't watch any college basketball really. I just didn't have time, couldn't keep up. I went Michigan, Houston. I got Michigan winning it all.
you have Michigan winning it. Wow.
Not Michigan State,
Oh, Michigan.
Michigan.
Okay, so you're out. You're busted.
I'm busted.
Oh, you well, now I feel foolish.
Michigan's got Alabama.
Now I feel foolish because I did not scroll down and see the other half of the bracket.
I felt like there wasn't enough games. I was like, how do we get to these games so fast? You
I was
picked
like,
14.
I was like, man, we're at the Elite Eight already. That's crazy. Anyway,
Oh
all right.
God.
We're gonna quickly burn through the other half of the bracket here. Um, Houston, Illinois. I got Houston as well. Here, let me get my pen. I'm gonna go Houston, Iowa, Nebraska. Ooh, that's a great game. Iowa, Nebraska.
That's a fantastic. That's an actual like rivalry game that's kind of started to form.
Yeah.
For some reason, when Nebraska joined the Big Ten, like those guys grow corn. Those guys grow corn. Those guys.
I mean, I'm gonna allow myself to be swayed by the score. I'm gonna go Nebraska. Also because I don't I don't know why, but I've never picked Iowa in that matchup. It like
Mhm.
football, basketball, anything. Michigan, Bama.
Wait. So you've never picked Iowa to beat Nebraska in football. So you've just been wrong most of the time when you pick Nebraska?
That is correct.
He's sticking to it.
I I think it's because I had a teacher who had an Iowa plates on their card like middle school, and I did not fuck with that teacher. So it's just been Iowa's been the ops for life.
All right. Okay. That's
All
fair.
right.
That's fair.
So we're going Bama over Michigan, and we will go Tennessee, Iowa State. I'm gonna go Iowa State.
And you took Bama over Michigan.
I did take Bama over Michigan. I feel like
Crazy.
I feel like that's my Texas of the bracket, but I will pick Iowa State over Bama.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go Houston over Nebraska.
All right.
Should I call the score there too?
Just call it when you get to the final again.
Okay. I'm gonna say Houston over Iowa State, and then I got UConn over Texas. So that leaves me Houston and UConn. Damn, I really liked my 88-82. I'm gonna I'm gonna drop it and say Houston 80 and UConn 78.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I think that's gonna be a defensive game.
For a man that's watched no college basketball, I can't argue against
On the vibes.
it's fine. I hear the words Houston and I think defense. I get
I
a defensive mindset.
I think gritty. I think gritty when I think Houston. You're gonna have to fight for your points against Houston.
All right, you got it. The vibes pick for the March Madness tournament is Houston 80-78 over UConn.
Yep. Anybody who's hating on my bracket, no, you did the exact same thing at home. You just didn't put it on video.
That's freaking hilarious. Oh man. All right. I think we're gonna skip the rest of the NBA for today. That's good for for, for, for basketball. That is hilarious. Oh man. Okay, baseball season about to get started up. We're gonna talk
Oh
baseball for the
yes.
first time. We're
Oh,
gonna talk baseball for the first time.
quick.
Baseball, the most boring sport, the most boring sport in the world to watch on TV, and the best sport to watch in person. How does it happen? We don't know, but god damn it, is it great. I won't say it's the best. It's not as exciting as a great football game, but for vibes, hey, I'm just gonna go hang out with the boys and we're gonna talk shit and every like 20 to 30 seconds we're gonna story.
Oh,
And
they got caught.
we're exactly 100%. You can carry a conversation. It's pretty quiet most of the time, so you can have that conversation. $2 beers, $2 hot dogs, which
Mhm.
we will be tailgating a $2 beer, $2 hot dog night for the missions for sure.
We will be getting
Um,
some ticket packs.
what do you? Yes, we need to get these ticket packs. Hey, I need you to call that number I sent you to figure out those ticket
Oh
packs.
yeah, yeah.
Um, excited to go watch some baseball this year. Very excited. And that's me getting old, getting excited about events where I could sit down and drink beer.
Yeah, just wait.
Um,
We're gonna start going to golf tournaments next.
dude, I'm about to go pick up some clubs. I'm gonna be at the
I
driving range next week.
I got clubs already.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go. I actually have to go pick up like three things of clubs. So if you want some clubs, let me know, and you could
Oh,
just pull from this.
I've got two in the garage. So who wants to go golfing with us?
Let's go.
Subscribe to the
Uh,
Patreon and get in on the tailgate sports golf team.
the first scrub scramble. Um, I've been watching a lot of Bob Does Sports, a YouTube channel that has us eclipsed by about 1.3 million viewers. But those guys are the greatest to ever do it. So
So it's close.
shout out to Bob and FP and Joey and Yams. I love you. J-Bone, don't know you that well yet. Sorry.
Oh,
Anyways, baseball season coming up. What do you think about the first baseball game of the season being on Netflix?
why? It's like,
Wasn't my opinion. My opinion was I fucking hate it, but your opinion is also correct.
yeah, it's like what the person who watches baseball isn't the person who's going to go to Netflix for sports.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things where everyone's like, "Oh, well, everyone already has Netflix, so
Yeah, but I mean, it's almost the same as when they started moving football to Amazon. It's like, yes, I have
yeah,
Amazon, but I'm not thinking to go to look at my Amazon for the game.
yeah." I hate that shit. I hate it. It needs to all be one place, and we need to be done with it.
I mean, I like it because I don't have to go fishing through my perfectly legitimate sources of sports games, but you know, also I'm not thinking about that when it's time to watch the game.
Ugh. Yeah, no, I hate how every single sport is just getting divvied up into where you basically just need cable again. Not you can't even just do cable anymore and have everything, but it's the same as cable used to be. You have to go have 18 different streaming services.
Yep.
And at least when I was buying this sports package, I knew what was on the sports package. Now I'm buying Netflix for one baseball game. Crazy. Um, we don't know much about baseball. We're just excited that to go
Yep.
and watch some games in person. So we'll move on uh, to what I had planned on being the meat of this episode. But after everything we've talked about, it doesn't feel like it's going to be the meat. But it is Thursday. Tomorrow night, the UFL is back.
Oh.
Um, New and approved. You got three new teams. You've lost three teams. You got three teams. Um, you've been watching ticket sales. The first game tomorrow night. I know Louisville is in it. Let me go check, double check because I had the schedule in my brain, and then you've seen how much shit I've already forgot.
Yep.
Um, it's gonna be the Stallions and the Louisville Kings. The Kings will be hosting um, tomorrow night, and they will have the game on ABC. Oh, games, not games, but they are going to have games on ABC, Fox, and Fox Sports One this year, which I feel like is an improvement over
Yeah.
previous years for sure.
Yeah, it was like
Um,
last year it was like CBS or ESPN Plus, right?
I don't think ESPN really had anything, which is crazy because ESPN owns part of the league. ESPN needs to make sure their league is being watched. Um, it was like all Fox Sports because I remember I got like the Fox Sports
Oh, you're
app for
right.
each
Yeah.
games. Or a lot of it was Fox Sports. I'm not don't think I'm going to do picks because all these teams got redrafted and moved around and a bunch of new coaches. There's no telling what is going to happen going into this. Um, the St. Louis Battlehawks coach, can't recall his name. He's now the Orlando Storms coach. So I guess they would be my favorites. I think I'm going to pull for the Renegades. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this season with the Brahmas being gone. You could see both
Mhm.
of our Brahmas hats in the
Yeah.
background. Just
I already saluted mine when you said that we lost some teams. I think I
yeah.
might. I think I'm gonna go with the Gamblers.
So you're gonna go Houston. I'm gonna go Dallas.
Yep.
It's definitely not a race thing for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just the fact that we lost the Brahmas has created a civil war.
um,
I mean, Dallas is up in Frisco. It kind of adds up. I'm saying it is a race thing, but it could be.
it could be.
Where does
I could secretly, we could both
well,
secretly just be pulling for the dominant demographic, and that's
yeah.
fucked up on both of us.
Well, that depends on what side of town Houston plays out of. If it's like Sugarland, theory over.
I don't think they're playing in Sugarland. Um, yeah, but UFL's back. Exciting to have football back. Um, Couple of big rule changes this year. Do you remember what they are, Raymond? This is a pop quiz.
Oh, I do not.
All right, you got to give me one guess on a new rule.
Uh, didn't they change? They made field goals relevant again, didn't they?
Mm,
Ish. They love messing with a field goal.
hmm. All right, you're on to something.
Uh, let's see here. None of the links on the website are helping me.
No, don't look it up. You got to guess, dude. It's 100% vibes right now. This is a vibes podcast.
Let's see. They love a field goal and they love a 4 point something. So, is it that at any point after the 2 minute warning, you can go for like a 4 point touchdown or something, or a 4 point extra point?
I like it. I love it. Um, so they did change extra points up. 1 point is now just a extra point kick
Okay.
again.
All right. I
You're
knew
kicking it
that.
from the 33-yard line though, so it's a 50-yarder.
Okay.
2 points is from the 2-yard line. 3 points is from the 7-yard line. So it used to be 2, 5, 10. Now it's 50-yard kick, 2 yards, 7 yards. Um, any I'll get to the field goal part here in a second. No punting past the 50-yard line.
Ah, that's what I'm thinking of.
No punts past the 50-yard line. And I think the way they set it up in the rules was if you cross the 50, I'll double check on this. I didn't do the
I
research.
I think you're right. It's kind of, once you cross the 50, if you get knocked back, you still can't punt.
Yes, you can't be like, okay, we got third and 13, take a 2-yard loss till we can punt it. Nope. Once you cross, you're done. Um, which it kind of changes up how you kind of call plays. Um, third and 13, you know you're going to go for it
Hmm.
or you're going to kick a field goal. So maybe you don't try to get all 13 at once. Maybe, okay, cool. I have to get 15 yards to be in field goal range. I need 13 for a first down. I'm going to probably pick up 8 or 9 here or 6 or 7, and then I have a lot more options for the next play. And then the other one, any field goal beyond 60 yards. So if you're kicking it from your opponent's 43-yard line, is 4 points.
Okay, that one, that was nowhere close to that one.
I mean, you had a 4 point play in there.
Yeah, but that's just because I know the UFL loves a 4 point something, and they love to mess with the point system.
Yeah, yeah. They're a little people are like, well, it's gimmicky. But kind of love it.
Yeah,
I love the alternate scoring systems for sure. I kind of wish they didn't bring back the extra point. I liked having another play of offense on the field, but their biggest export to the NFL has been kickers at this point. So they want to showcase more kickers, then so be it.
yeah,
Um, yeah. Anything else to add to the UFL? Would be nice to go to a game this year, but that's a
yeah.
little harder to plan on the fly
It's
because
a
it's starting tomorrow.
it's a bit of a road trip. Like the game to go to would have been, yeah, the would be this weekend with the Gamblers and the Renegades playing each other, but kind of last
That would have
minute,
been great.
and the pockets are empty.
Nothing in there. I almost tried to pull my pockets up. I'm doing it right now, and I'm about 18 inches away from where the camera could actually see them. So good on me for being a dumbass. Um, UFL's back. I think that's it. I think we've talked all the sports talk that we want to talk. Anything else that you would like to add before we get into our final segment?
No update on Jewish basketball just yet, but I'm gonna tap in on that. And I think during the off season, I'm gonna go on a bit of a walkabout in sports and try and get to know some of these other sports. You know, I want to watch
Hell yeah.
I want to watch a lacrosse game. I think you and I, if it's still around, I remember hearing about it. If UTSA still has a Quidditch team, we need to go tailgate a Quidditch game.
As soon as you said if UTSA still has it, I was like, Quidditch.
Yes,
Yes. Yes. Go. Hey, you're the man on campus. Let me know. We will go tailgate a Quidditch game for sure.
I will do some scouting easy.
I will look up shit that wizards eat and I will be making shit on the pit. Oh, I have a frog's eye. We're gonna
We'll
do
be
nothing but frog legs and fucking crickets and shit.
I will get a 10-pound bag of every flavor beans and we will be in there going dumb.
Nothing but butterbeer and meads.
Yup.
Fucked up on campus.
But yeah,
All
I'll check
right.
in on that.
All right. That's your homework. You got 2 homework assignments over the next few weeks. All right. The most important part of the game of game day, the tailgate.
Yep.
Um, so we're definitely in spring where we're at. It's springtime.
Yeah.
It's getting warm. My wife started a garden less than a week ago and we got
Oh,
sprouts. So that should be
hey.
blooming. Damn, blooming onion sounds so good right now. But anyways, it's getting into that time of year where it's not too hot to grill. And me and you do pretty good around the grill in the heat. It's something we've adapted to.
My
You're in a lot better shape than I am when it comes to it.
my new grow grates come in tomorrow
Hell yeah. From home or the store?
for home.
Okay, nice. Fancy. Fancy.
Well,
Um,
I rested the old ones.
I mean, yeah, mine might have another 6 months for I might have to replace them.
Yeah. So we back.
We're coming into spring. We're going into summer. But right now, before it gets 100 degrees outside and 97% humidity is the best time to be out hitting the smoker. What are the three things that you are going to be cooking in this season of grilling and smoking?
Hmm. I think my three go-tos are, um, and I think for me, it's not like these are my favorite things to eat. It's more like it's like the off season for me. So it's like personal development. I'm
Hmm.
to perfect these recipes. So I'm gonna try and perfect my smoked wing game.
Oh, great call.
I've got a nice blanch and smoke method that I've been working on. It's going really well.
Hell,
Um, I love a good steak game. We're gonna be perfecting that. You know, we used to do when I was well, like my freshman sophomore year in college. We used to do the steak offs. Actually, you did we did a steak off for your bachelor party.
oh yeah, we did.
Where
Damn.
you everybody comes, you bring your ribeye, you throw it on the grill, cut that bad boy up. Best one wins.
Yeah, the problem was that nobody ate anybody else's steak. We just ate our own steak, and we're like, yeah, that was good. Let's go get drunk now.
Yeah, yeah. Alcohol does definitely sway the results of a steak off.
Yeah.
Um, so I got wings, steak, and ooh, a good smoked salmon plank never misses.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So we got wings, salmon, and you said the other one right now, and I already forgot about it.
Steak.
Steak. Yes, steak. Okay. So you're gonna be grilling the steak, you're gonna be smoking the wings, you're gonna be smoking that salmon. Like that's great.
A little
Damn,
bit of something for everybody.
I feel a little inspired because you're like, I'm gonna improve my game, and I was just kind of like, well, here's what I'm gonna be cooking for sure because I love it. Um, I'm kind of trying to think, do I want to adjust on the fly? It is dark as hell in my room. Give me 1 second, folks.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was trying to pick between like improving the game or really just like going to find something that I've never done before. Lamb was my outside pick, but you know, as I said previously, pockets are empty.
Light, light. Um, Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of my three. I technically actually never found a third, so I'm gonna find that one on the fly. Um,
Okay.
Number one's gonna be pork spare ribs.
Oh, yep.
Trimming up your own ribs and then having that big chunk of meat you save and you season it and you save that for
Bro-
later.
Brother, I have easily 45 pounds of rib trimmings at work right now.
Brother, how much do
Enough.
you want for
There, no, I'm about to flip them into sausage. Any day now, I'm gonna get my crew together. As soon as I can get all my crew in one room, I'm making sausage.
Don't do it. Save some of that. Trust me, save some of it. Do like a Korean or Asian style barbecue marinade on it, and then hit it with your regular rib seasoning. Put it on the smoker, and it's like a pork burnt in.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
It's fucking good. It soaks up that marinade so good. I did one, and I got it from HEB. It was a cherry habanero glaze that they have. I did that one. That one was top notch.
Okay.
Delicious. Don't make all sausage. Experiment some with those tips a little bit.
I I've got plenty of dibs. I could afford to do whatever I want.
There you go. Yes, do some experimentation. You'll have fun with that. Um, full disclosure. I did pork spare ribs yesterday. I did a rack yesterday, and it's the first time on that little smoker, tiny little smoker that I have, that I
Mhm.
nailed it. No wrap, no nothing. There was no need to wrap it. It came out perfect, perfect cut, juicy. Took a bite right off the bone. No tug, but stayed on the bone. It
Since we're on
was
the topic,
say
let me
what?
get you since we're on the topic, let me get your opinion on something. Have you seen those racks that hold your rib almost like a file folder? You know, like you're they oh shit. So it's like a rack and you put your rib in it like this and it sits and smokes like that and you have them like one behind the other.
I hate that.
Okay. That,
I hate that. That's too new school. The hill I'm gonna die on as an old man is like when every smoker is like perfectly AI run and shit is I'm like, we used to be able to have to manage your own fire. Yeah,
right.
no, fuck
Oh,
that.
oh, those little like competition fans that control your fires are definitely AI controlled by now.
Oh, they gotta be. They gotta be. Oh man.
You got co-piloted your smoker. Come on, dog.
Flippy
What are
showing up.
what are you doing? Why is your smoker powered by Grok?
Oh man. You seem to be having trouble with temperature controls. Can I help you with that?
Hold on. If Clippy is helping me smoke, I'm back around. If it's specifically Clippy, I'm in.
As
Anybody
long as he
else?
just gives helpful tips and he's
Yeah,
not managing it directly, all right.
yeah.
You
Co-pilot,
might have an
Cortana,
airflow
anybody?
issue.
Hmm. I see where you I see where you might have gone wrong with your pork ribs. Let's let's deep dive this.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
no, I'm not about it.
The worst part, actually, I've already started saying, I gotta say it. Worst part about having Raymond on the podcast is that I laugh a lot and it makes my jaw hurt. But I can't be saying my jaw hurts every time I'm hanging out with Raymond.
Yeah, that's nah.
That's
That's
fuck.
AO.
It's already out and it's gonna be a YouTube short. Um,
Doesn't have to be.
Number two for me, back on track. We went on a tangent.
Yep.
Peyton wasn't here and we still ended up on tangents.
And
Number
nothing.
two, the jalapeno popper.
Okay.
It's perfecting the spice because I can do a little bit of spice. I like jalapenos, but I can't do it where you leave every single seed in there and you just slap it together. So managing the spice, so cleaning it out, cutting it properly, the wrap, and the crispiness of the bacon without losing everything else.
Yeah. The
I've gotten
bacon's the
good.
the
I've
the
gotten pretty
bacon is
good, but
hell.
it can be rough. But I've gotten good at it. But it's easier to undercook it, like not where it's bad, where you're going to be sick, but like the inside could be like, oh, this could be cooked a little bit more, and it would have been better.
Oh, you know what? In my development bracket, in my development one of my development three, I want to try an armadillo egg
Yes.
where you like wrap it in a ground beef.
Yep. The old Texas torpedo from True Texas Barbecue.
Yeah.
Um, Although they use sausage, just like breakfast sausage almost.
Yeah.
Very good if done right. I don't know what my number three is. I had those two, and I just never finished the list in my head. What do I
So,
want to get good at?
so you
What do I
got
want to get? Let me.
you have spare ribs and poppers.
Yep, man. That's rough. You know what? I'm gonna take one from your book because the money will show up eventually. I'm gonna get the lamb. I'm gonna get the lack of lamb,
Okay.
the rack of lamb. I'm gonna get that down. I've done it on an electric smoker before, but that doesn't count as
Yeah.
being good at it. Um, I love an electric smoker, but I don't consider myself a good cook because I cook something on an electric smoker or a good pit master.
That's fair.
It's just it's me not wanting to put in all that extra work to get to a
Yeah.
product.
Sometimes you just got to get it out.
Um, so what?
Sometimes you just got to get the food out.
Yeah, sometimes I want to go put the rack of ribs on, know I can check on it in 2 hours, it'll be fine while I go play football or whatever inside and actually enjoy my day off instead of checking a fire every 15 minutes because I got the world's smallest smoke box, firebox. So yeah, I'm gonna go spare ribs, the jalapeno popper, and the
Rack of lamb.
rack of lamb. Yeah. Hmm.
Nailed it.
Long COVID, man. I definitely have it. I'm not sure when I got it, but I definitely have it. All right, that's it. You have the top three. What we will be smoking this summer. Maybe just the spring. It might be a completely different game by summer. Raymond, anything else you would like to say?
No, I guess now that I've said what I'm gonna cook, I have to cook it.
You
So
have to go cook it.
yeah,
So
updates coming soon, I suppose.
let me know. We'll film it.
All right.
Grade A experience. Guys, Thank you for coming back with us. Thank you for joining us. This is episode 26, Tailgate Sports Media Podcast. I'm Devin. This is my good buddy Ray. We appreciate you guys so much. Please like, comment, subscribe. Everything you do helps us out so much. We got big things planned this year. We got crazy things happening behind the scenes. Not sure how much we'll get done, but we're going to do our absolute damnedest to get it out. We appreciate you. Thank you. We'll see you next time.